Welcome back. Today I'm going to be reading some Emily Dickinson poems. I don't feel like we really need much of an intro, so I'm just going to jump in. I hope you enjoy. Crumbling is not an instant's act. Crumbling is not an instant's act, a fundamental pause. Dilapidation's processes are organized decays. 'Tis first a cobweb on the soul, a cuticle of dust, a borer in the axis, an elemental rust. Ruin is formal, devil's work, consecutive and slow. Fail in an instant no man did, slipping, and crashes law. Fame is the one that does not stay. Fame is the one that does not stay. Its occupants must die, or out of sight of estimate ascend incessantly, or be that most insolvent thing, a lightning in the germ, electrical the embryo, but we demand the flame. The morns are meeker than they were. The morns are meeker than they were. The nuts are getting brown. The berry's cheek is plumper. The rose is out of town. The maple wears a gayer scarf. The field a scarlet gown. Lest I should be old-fashioned, I'll put a trinket on. Because I could not stop for death. Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. We slowly drove, he knew no haste, and I had put away my labor and my leisure too, for his civility. We passed the school where children strove at recess in the ring. We passed the fields of gazing grain, we passed the setting sun. Or rather, he passed us. The dews drew quivering and chill, for only gossamer my gown, my tippet only tulle. We paused before a house that seemed a swelling of the ground. The roof was scarcely visible, the cornice in the ground. Since then 'tis centuries, and yet feels shorter than the day I first surmised the horses' heads were toward eternity. I never hear that one is dead. I never hear that one is dead without the chance of life, afresh annihilating me, that mightiest belief, too mighty for the daily mind, that tilling its abyss, had madness had it once or twice the yawning consciousness. Beliefs are bandaged like the tongue, when terror were it told, in any tone commensurate, which strike us instant dead. I do not know the man so bold, he dare in lonely place, that awful stranger consciousness deliberately face. The poet's light but lamps. The poet's light but lamps themselves go out. The wicks they stimulate, if vital light. And here, as do the suns, each age a lens, disseminating their circumference. A bird came down the walk. A bird came down the walk. He did not know I saw. He bit an angleworm in halves, and ate the fellow raw. And then he drank a dew from a convenient grass, and then hopped sideways to the wall to let a beetle pass. He glanced with rapid eyes that hurried all abroad. They looked like frightened beads, I thought. He stirred his velvet head. Like one in danger, cautious, I offered him a crumb, and he unrolled his feathers and rode him softer home. Then oars divide the ocean, too silver for a seam, where butterflies off banks of noon leap plashless as they swim. I would not paint a picture. I would not paint a picture, I'd rather be the one, its bright impossibility to dwell delicious on, and wonder how the fingers feel, whose rare celestial stir evokes so sweet a torment, such sumptuous despair. I would not talk like cornets, I'd rather be the one, raised softly to the ceilings, and out and easy on, through villages of ether, myself endued balloon, by but a lip of metal, the pier to my pontoon. Nor would I be a poet, it's finer, only ear, enamored impotent content, the license to revere, a privilege so awful, what would the dower be, had I the art to stun myself with bolts of melody. Snowflakes. I counted till they danced so their slippers leaped the town, and then I took a pencil to note the rebels down, and then they grew so jolly I did resign the prig, and 10 of my once stately toes are marshalled for a jig. You left me, sire, 2 legacies. You left me, sire, 2 legacies, a legacy of love, a heavenly Father would suffice, had he the offer of. You left me boundaries of pain, capacious as the sea, between eternity and time, your consciousness and me. Well, I think that's all I'm going to do. It's not super long, sadly, because a lot of her poems are very short. So yeah, but I hope you liked it anyway. And have a good day, good night, whatever it is for you. And I will see you in the next video. Mwah.